this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for another play with what's left of my 12 by 12 collage sheet. We previously made some bits and pieces, some journaling cards and things, and this is the leftover that I have got left from that particular collage sheet. I have got a couple more of my 12 by 12 collage sheets left, which I haven't even touched yet. But I thought that we would come on and make some more little bits and pieces from this. So I think what I'm going to do is actually try and make maybe like three belly bands. Yeah, I think from this, and I'm going to cut it down sort of here-ish. So hopefully I would get, yeah, 1, 2, 3, or certainly 2. I haven't quite decided how wide they need to be. And then some sort of tag or something at the bottom as well. So that's the plan. Now I'm just going to bring in an A4 kind of sheet so that I can just gauge how tall the belly bands need to be. So obviously I don't really like measuring, so this is kind of the closest I come to measuring. So I'm just using this as a sort of rough guide. I'm just going to place it there, and then I can just cut against there, and I'll know then that it's roughly approximately the right height for an A4 page in a journal. Okay. Oh, I mean, isn't that gorgeous? Just love it. Every way that I cut it, it's, yeah, really scrumptious. Now, if I cut this into 3, I'm wondering, is it going to be really skinny, silly bits? If I cut it into 2, however, I feel like it may be just too big. I think I probably should just go for 2, because I think cutting it into 3 might be just, yeah, it might just be a bit too, you know, being a bit too optimistic, thinking I'm going to get way more out of this than I'm going to. So let's just cut this down, and we will just do, actually, well, sorry, I'm just deliberating here. Okay, how big is this exactly? So it's 7 inches. I mean, I don't tend to do particularly skinny belly bands normally, but perhaps I should. Oh, let's go for it. Let's try and do 3. So I'm going to cut it down here. I mean, sometimes I find it a little bit disconcerting, because when it's on, you know, on a masterboard like this, it's quite hard to gauge how they're going to look once you've cut them down. And sometimes, you know, I've made the mistake of then, say, cutting it into 2 and thinking, oh, they're now massive, you know, I could have done 3, or vice versa, cut them into 3 and think, oh, I should have stuck with 2. Yeah, anyway, let's just go for that. So, yeah, maybe here. Hoping for the best here, because otherwise they might have been really huge, you know, huge size belly bands, which of course that would be weird too, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to straighten this edge up, because I've not made a very good job of cutting that. Okay. Right, that's that one. And then this one here. Just trying to sort of gauge which side is less straight. I think it's probably this side. So again, just, oops, take that down. Okay, right. So they look good, don't they? They look appropriate size belly bands, I think. So again, just like in the previous video where I was, you know, playing with this masterboard, I've still got my clusters here. So, I mean, we could try and incorporate clusters. Again, they're quite huge, you know, now for these belly bands, because obviously I've made the belly bands quite small. So I think, you know, they might not be quite the right thing. Let's have a look and see what else we might like to use. I've got these black frames here. These are from my Vintage Tanners kit. So I'm wondering whether some of these might look quite good. Let me just cut this down, so I've not got such a huge piece of paper here. Right, because I often quite like just cutting these types of things in half and using them, you know, yeah, just half of them. So let's try that. So, right. Again, I probably should have really fussy cut this before coming on and doing the video, but you know, until you start, you don't necessarily know what it is you're going to be doing or using. So it's always hard to, you know, be that organised. I find anyway. Okay. Oh my goodness, making a shocking job of this. But again, you know, things like frames, I mean, no one really knows what this frame looks like. So, I mean, if you snip off the odd, you know, the odd swirly bit, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's not like, you know, cutting a person's head off in a picture, where, of course, everyone's going to know that you've done that. You know, if you cut off the odd little, I don't know, curly swirl, you know, no one's really going to know that it was there in the first place. So you don't have to worry too much. Right. So that's that. Oh, I mean, I love how that looks already, to be honest. Yeah, so the question is where to actually cut that. Do I want less or actually kind of cut it there? So I think probably about here. Yeah, okay. Oh, I just love how that looks. And to be honest, I can use then the other piece, you know, on another one of these. So aren't they just gorgeous? I mean, I love using frames and things like that, just in those, you know, cut into half ways, you know, they just seem to just go really well like that, I think. Yeah, I don't think I want a frame on this one, to be honest. Okay, now the question is, I don't want a frame, but what do I want on that one? I mean, again, I'm just kind of grabbing stuff that's actually laying around on my desk and laying around beside me, you know, and it might be that I haven't got quite the best things for the project, but, you know, I'm just trying to kind of use what's here rather than, you know, going to find some other stuff. So let's cut this down here. Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I have got Eiffel Tower. No, don't think that's right on there. Oh, wonder what it would look like on this one. Shall I just cut this one out and we'll just see. So yeah, these are just my little stamped pieces, you know, faux stamped pieces, printable. And you get them in two colours. So you get them on just a plain background, you know, plain white background, and also you get them on this colour sort of background. Not quite sure what you'd describe that as, but yeah, you have those two options. I mean, obviously I'm going to cut that Eiffel Tower out a bit more if I was going to use it, but I'm just seeing whether I'm likely to want to use it yet. Oh my goodness. You know, when you just have those days, fingers and thumbs days, and I feel like I'm always saying I'm having a fingers and thumbs day, but today it seems extra finger and thummy. Yeah. Okay, right. So we're going to have this one here. Love that, just literally as it is. Now the Eiffel Tower, do we want that on there? I do quite like it. I'm just going to just check. Oh, perhaps I should have that over there. Quite like it like that. I wonder if I could have some doily or something behind here. Let's just have a look and see what's floating about on my desk. Okay. Oh, I don't know now. Oh, I wonder if we could have some flowers beside that Eiffel Tower, actually. I mean, that's a bit pink compared to obviously this red at the top, but that pink looks quite good. Or do we want that there? quite like it everywhere actually. Sorry, I'll just move these down so that they're better, you know, better in frame. Okay. Got this pink rose. I mean, that's pretty, isn't it? Definitely it's kind of crying out for something pink or red. Okay, see what other flowers I've got. Just, you know, I'm just looking through my little organizer here that Brenda bought me, and yeah, seeing what other flowers that I've got that might be just ideal. Got these roses. No, they're not right, are they? No. I've got that pink. It's too pink. That one. Oh, that's quite nice on there actually. Right, let's just have a look. Okay, perhaps I should just focus on doing one at a time. Perhaps I'm confusing the issue by trying to do all three. So yeah, let's try and do one at a time. Maybe then it will just come easier. Okay. Okay, right. Oops. So pop this here. I mean, how gorgeous does that frame look? Just looks really pretty, doesn't it? Yeah. Again, it's just because it's got that black on it. I just always just love the black. I'm just going to ink around the edge now with the vintage photo, which has now buried itself underneath my stuff. Okay. I mean, you could even make these into skinny tags, to be honest. They wouldn't have to be belly bands. You know, you could put some plain on the back and, yeah, have it as a skinny tag. Right, do we like it with the flower down there? Or I have got, obviously, another one, so let's just play around with this and see. This slightly smaller one, and we could have that one up there. Oh, I quite like it like that, I think. Okay, right. So definitely helped to have moved, you know, moved to just do them one at a time. I was obviously finding that a struggle, trying to do three at a time. Okay. So again, just using my wet glue here. Just then try and pop that down there. Okay. That's it, just press that down. Right, I'm going to use my hot glue for this one. I used my wet glue for this because this was actually on just copy paper. This one I'm going to use my hot glue. It's on much thicker paper, and then I get just a little bit of texture as well going on, which is always nice and fun. So, oops, just put that down there, like that. Okay. And then just, let's see. I mean, could have the ivory lace, but I'm thinking black. Yeah, definitely thinking black. Always love the black lace. Let's just pull this in. Okay. Oh, doesn't that just instantly look so yummy? I mean, yeah, I don't know what it is about the black lace, to be honest, but it just always looks just awesome, I think. So, yeah, definitely going to go for that black lace, I think. So let's just glue that down. Now, unfortunately, this lace is kind of very, you know, very holy. It's going to show through, you know, the Fabri-Tac is going to the Fabri-Tac will show through the lace, I think. But, you know, never mind. Hopefully it will still look pretty. There we go. Like that. Okay. Let me just trim that down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, that looks so pretty. Yeah, I love how that looks. I think this is actually a little bit on the long side, so I'm just going to just trim it down slightly at the bottom. That's better. Right. Okay, and of course we can have some bling on there as well, just to really finish it off. And, you know, we don't even need to ask which colour bling, do we? Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened to that. Oh, there it is. Because of course going to go for that lovely black bling that just looks so gorgeous. Okay, wow, that was hot. Okay, right, so that's one. Wow, is it me or am I just dithering around a lot today again? I feel like I've been filming for ages and I've literally done one. Oops. Oh goodness. Right, making a bit of a mess of this actually because my Fabri-Tac is not quite dry. So yeah, I'm now kind of touching the Fabri-Tac and yeah, making it look a little bit messy. So don't do what I've just done. And hot glue before your Fabri-Tac's ready, because then all that's going to happen is you're going to kind of pull your Fabri-Tac away and make it, you know, yeah, make it look a bit messy. But anyway, it looks okay. So that's that one. Love how that looks. Really super pretty. Okay, let's put that to one side. So this one was the next one we were debating about, weren't we? So again, let's just ink this up a little bit. Like that. Okay. And we'll just get this black lace here. Oh, I do love just how that black lace looks. It's so pretty. Let's just have a look. That's really pretty, isn't it? And then I would really like to put some flowers on here. Again, I'm just being lazy because, you know, I don't want to have to keep stopping the video, having a look for some suitable flowers. And yeah, I mean, so I'm just trying to kind of work with what I've got sat here, which of course is probably not the best match. I mean, that's not too bad, but it's probably not the best, to be honest. Oh well, let's just pop the Eiffel Tower down. So again, I'm just going to hot glue this, and then that's going to just kind of clamp that, you know, clamp the lace down as well, all in one fell swoop. So okay. There we go. Okay, so that looks pretty. And then this lace obviously is, you know, in need of a little bit of help. So I'll just put some Fabri-Tac down here. In fact, I can probably just pop the Fabri-Tac straight onto the lace itself, you know, in the slightly more filled in pieces of the lace. Okay. Right, let's just glue that down. Oh my goodness. I'm getting super messy today with the glue. I have no idea why, but for some reason the glue is getting the better of me today. If I just glued that together. I don't think I have, but it kind of looked like I had. Right, so that was that. And then I mean, I've got just a little tiny scrap of lace, but yeah, that's probably a bit weird, isn't it, to just have that hanging around somewhere. But I mean, again, I'm just trying to kind of, you know, make use of it really now, rather than just have that tiny little piece just, you know, doing nothing. Okay, let's just see whether we want a black word. Probably don't, but okay. Again, let's just ink that up. Well, it's not too bad, and actually I'm now just thinking perhaps if I had one of those numbers with the red somewhere, you know, to bring in the red from this flower up here, perhaps that would just finish it. Got a number 8 here in black. Okay, this one's too big. Do I have some smaller ones? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, look, they're both number 4. Let's get these out of the way. Okay, let me just ink this up. I'm wondering whether I could have the number 4 down here. Is that just a bit weird then, having that number 8 on there? That's like it's saying eight moments. That's just really strange, isn't it? Yep. Well, that's not so bad actually. Right, I'm just going to again just glue this down, and that's going to just hold that lace in place. So like that. And actually, to be fair, I should have chopped this down because this is also a little bit too long for an A4 page, because of course I kind of cut it, you know, using the A4 as a guide, but of course then it ends up slightly bigger. So let's just ink around everywhere. Whoa! Okay. Right, okay. So quite liking how that's looking. I mean, I do, yeah, I am struggling to decide how to finish it, but I mean, I quite like it like that. This needs a little bit more glue, I think, but is it better without the number 8? I don't know. Let's just go for the number 8 now. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Right, so there we go, and moments we'll just have up there, I think. So yeah. Okay. Should we have a bit of bling on there, because maybe that's what it's lacking. Maybe that's just what it's calling out for, is just a little bit of bling to just finish it off. Admittedly, I have no idea where the bling's actually going to go, but let's have a look. Oh my goodness, come on. Oh yeah, let's have it just down there, and just that. It just, to me, that just feels like it just finishes it off perfectly. Okay. Yeah, okay, right. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love, love, love how that looks. so pretty. Okay, it's just, oops. Again, I've seemed to have made quite a mess of the glue there. So I did exactly the same as what I did on the first piece, which would you believe? Would you believe I did it a second time? Oh, it's just going to be one of those days, I think. So I'm just going to pick that piece of glue off. Right. Okay. Well, it still looks a bit messy, but oh well, it's not too bad. Okay. Right. That's that one. So I put that to one side, and then whoa, sorry, it just slid off. Okay, this one. My gosh, I feel like I'm just taking forever. I mean, for this one, we could just have kind of, you know, these bits. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, I think these are a bit tiny, actually. There's, you know, the shrunken version and the full-size version that you get in that set. And that was obviously the shrunken version. Unfortunately, I have used the bigger ones that I'd printed, you know, already. So, yeah, that's a bit of a nuisance. But I did notice, actually, I had that Paris word. So I did just wonder whether I might like the word Paris somewhere on here. Just going to tear that around. Okay. Oops. Oh, I don't know whether it really needs it, to be honest. I thought that, oh well, let's just have it. I know, I'm sorry, I seem to do that all the time lately, where I kind of reject something, and as I'm literally rejecting it, I then decide to glue it down. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, so I do apologise. Okay, right, that's that one. Okay, next one. Let's just try and stay focused on one piece that I'm doing. Right. So we could add in a couple of roses or something on this, perhaps. And just have a look at the, because I had some others of those printed off, so let's just see. Okay. Oh, come on. I mean, that's quite pretty. Got these ones. I don't want the yellow on them, but I could always cut the yellow off. Because again, I'm just trying to work with what I've, you know, what I've got printed right off, you know, or printed off right here, perhaps I should say, you know, without having to then go and print off some more stuff or, you know, dig out some more stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to kind of work with what I've got at the moment. So let's just cut this one out. Okay, let's just ink this up. Okay. Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like how that looks. And then we could have another flower up there, maybe with the number. Just wondering actually whether I need a slightly bigger one. So let's just cut this one out. Okay, just ink this up. It's quite pretty. Let me just try this one as well. Okay. Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? And then again, shall we just try some black lace? Because, well, why wouldn't you? Okay, let's trim that down so it's not quite so wide, because this is quite a wide, you know, wide lace. Okay. Oops. It's quite pretty, isn't it? Right, let's get this piece stuck down. Because, you know, once you get some bits stuck down, I just find it's then much easier to go forward. Whereas all the time that you've got loose bits, there's a tendency to want to keep on moving them and moving them. So, you know, the ultimate thing is to just commit to 1 or 2 bits, and then you have somewhere to kind of go from. Whereas otherwise you're just like, you know, debating and moving bits, and yeah, makes it quite difficult to, you know, to get anywhere really. Okay. Right. That one. Don't know really. So I'm just going to just ink around here because that will all help as well. And actually I'm just going to cut this one down here, height wise. Okay. Okie dokie, and then just around here. Yeah, I felt sure that this was going to be, you know, a black lace moment, but actually I put the black lace there and thought, I think this might look better with ivory actually. Oops. Yeah, I think maybe it looks better like that. So let's just put this number down. Oh my goodness. So sorry, every time that this little, you know, cup of stamps or glass with the stamps in, every time it moves, I do apologise that it makes that horrible noise. Obviously it's because it's then on my glass mat, so it's kind of clattering around. Yeah, I do apologise for that. Okay. There we go. And then this one here. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then we're just going to have some ivory lace at the top. Like that. Yeah, that looks pretty. Now, do we want to ink that like ivory lace, do you think? Or just go for it as it is? Let me just try and ink a bit and see. Because sometimes, you know, I really like the grungy kind of look, and sometimes, you know, it's kind of nice to have the cleaner look. Oh, I think in this case I love that, the more grungy look. So let's just go for that. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's pop that down. Oh, I'm just wondering if I've now stuck that back to front. Oh, the number of times I do this, it's, oh well. Let's just go for that because it's now been inked. So yeah, it's inked back to front as well. But hopefully it won't be that noticeable once it's, you know, once it's used in a journal. So just then chop that down there. And again, let's just have a bit of bling because, you know, why wouldn't you? Oops, okay. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? Yep. Okay. So we just pop that down. Ooh. Okay, really pretty. Okay, so I've just got one piece left to do, you'll be pleased to know. because yeah, I feel like these have taken me forever. So we've got this piece left to do. Now this piece, obviously, as you can see, I mean, it's pretty wide, and I do like a giant tag, I've got to say, but yeah, I think probably this needs coming down slightly in width. Or shall I just go for it? Oh, let's just go for it. Let's just be exciting and just, yeah, do something different. Okay, right, let's bring in my, again, some coffee dyed background paper. And we will just glue our giant journaling card. I mean, I wouldn't call it giant. It's not as big as that, but it's quite big. It's quite wide, to be fair. It's kind of wider rather than longer. But yeah, it's not ginormous. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Just push that down there like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to turn it over again and just like spread the glue. So let me just cut this down so I've not got such a ginormous piece of paper on the desk. Okay, and we will just then glue that down, or you know, spread the glue. Yeah, I do quite like a big journaling card, to be honest. So yeah. And as I say, I mean, actually, it's probably not that big. It's, you know, it's always a bit hard to gauge when it's just kind of on its own, if you see what I mean. Right. And across here. So I'll round the corners, I think, of this. And obviously I'm trimming this down anyway now. You know, so that I'm hopefully getting the glue. Oh my gosh, look at that terrible job I made of cutting the bottom of there. Oh, right. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I don't think it's great still, but it's a tiny bit better. Okay, and then, sorry for knocking the desk, I do apologise. Right, let's round the corners, or we could make it tag. Make it a tag, sorry, not make it tag, make it a tag. Let's do that. So again, just take one corner and then just take it across and do the other one. Oh my goodness. Come on. Right, now, as you know, I do really like to rough my edges up on my tags. I have no idea why tags just, for some reason, tags call for that, in my mind. Journaling cards, I sometimes rough the edges. Tags, I really often rough the edges. I have no idea, yeah, no idea why tags feel like they need the edges roughed as opposed to journaling cards, but I just really like them when they're roughed up like that. They look really good. Okay, let's ink this around the edge. Okie dokie. Kind of started raining earlier and it's yeah, cleared up again now, so fingers crossed it's gonna stay away. It's annoying, isn't it, when it starts raining and you've got to go and do the school run and stand in the playground, you know, in the rain. I mean, obviously because of the COVID thing, they are letting the kids out pretty quickly actually now, you know, so that's really a good bonus of the pandemic, is that the children are coming out pretty quickly from the school, you know, from the classroom. Right. Just seeing whether I've got any clusters that just, you know, would look really good on here. I mean, that looks quite nice on there, funnily enough. I wouldn't have expected it to, but it does. But I'm thinking possibly a sort of slightly bigger one would be good. I mean, that's quite nice, to be honest, with that lovely label. Again, that's quite nice. Oh, it's annoying because I love this. This is from a vintage, you know, genuine vintage envelope. And obviously whatever cluster I put down is effectively covering up that text. And if I move the cluster up, it just looks a bit rubbish, doesn't it? I mean, I do quite like this key. So let's just put that to one side while we have a think whether that might be the one. Oh, isn't she cute on there? Well, she is and she isn't. I'm not sure. Not sure about the red and the purple, but she is really cute, isn't she? Oh, do you know, I'm just going to have to do it again, you know, where I kind of say, oh no, she's not suitable at all, and then just use her. Yeah, I just seem to be doing that all the time lately. I have no idea what that's about, but yeah, seems to be something that I'm doing more and more frequently, so I do apologise if that annoys you. I don't know why I'm doing it. She does look gorgeous on there, doesn't she? You know, I must admit. Yeah, I quite like her high up on there as well. She's very cute. Okay, so she's like a stitched cluster, and she's got one of those gorgeous coloured flowers, coloured Hawaiian flowers. So yeah, I'm going to have her there. Now, would I like to have another flower at the bottom? I think probably that would be good. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Let me just ink this up. Okay. Yeah, she looks pretty, doesn't she? Just seeing where to put this flower, because she's actually sort of, you know, got some of that flower trapped under her, if you see what I mean. So I'm wondering, you know, if I glue that there, is that going to stay? I think it will. Just wondering whether I would be better with a slightly more red flower rather than the pink. So I'm just checking what other flowers I've got in here. Okay. I mean, isn't it typical, you know, you have all these things, but you never have quite the thing that you need. I mean, that's quite nice, to be honest. Do you know, I'm just going to glue her down, and then, you know, at least I've made a commitment somewhere. So let's just get her glued down. Okay. And then you just have a starting point, don't you? Whereas, you know, all the time that she's movable, I'm not making a start. I'm kind of then just moving her, really. Right, just before I do anything else, oh, I've got my bright roses, actually. You see, I had forgotten about some of these little bits. And I've got my umbrellas, which now she's glued down, I'd probably struggle to get an umbrella on there. But what I do have is the little words and things from the umbrellas, which I know there's a couple in sort of brighter colours. I mean, I have got some bright umbrellas, but yeah, I don't think they're going to quite work now that I've glued her down, which is a bit of a shame. I wish I'd have thought of this first and I could have then used an umbrella. Oh, well, I guess I could still have that one there. And that is quite cute, isn't it? Okay, and let's just see what little words I've got, because I've got some in, you know, like the green and the red and things, so I'm just wondering. Oh no, I used them. Oh, right, let me just pull these out for a moment. Okay. So I have blue. No, blue's not right, is it? I've got this colour, which is kind of like a deep tealy type colour. And that's kind of cute. Okay, what other colours do I have? Again, another blue. Oops, a stamp has made its way in there. Okay, have got a red. Oh, it's such a tough choice, isn't it, sometimes? What's this one? It's quite small, which is a shame because that's the colour I was trying to find. Now, obviously, I think there is a big version of that word in that same colour, but have I used it elsewhere? Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Okay, and actually, just before I go for that, oh my gosh, more chopping and changing my mind. I'm just thinking, do I need to try a red umbrella instead of the green? No, right, now stop mucking about. I mustn't keep chopping and changing my mind. Even as I say it, I'm still doing it. Like, oh, seem to be getting much worse at this type of thing, don't I? I'm literally saying, you know, stop mucking about, and as I'm saying it, I'm doing it. What on earth? What on earth is going on? Right, okay. So love already. I mean, I just love how that looks. It's like super scrumptious, isn't it? Right. Do we like her with the red? Sorry, the green, or do we like her with the red? Or let's just check. So that's the green, which I was, you know, that's the colour I had been intending on using. But having found the red, kind of now drawn to the red. The red with the green, I think. Yeah, let's go for that. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? I just love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, I love colour, as you know, and yeah, can never kind of quite resist the chance to use a bit of colour. So let's just ink up the stem of the umbrella. Oops, let's get rid of these flowers that are now just lurking around on the desk in the way. Okay. Okay. Yeah, all right. So actually I'm just going to tear that little bit off so it's a little bit shorter. Okay, now the only thing is this umbrella might have to hang off the side, in which case I'll probably have to kind of chop it down. So I'm going to put it here, and then I probably have to just trim off just a little fraction from over there. And that's fine. I don't mind, you know, that's absolutely fine. So let's just get this glued down. Oh my goodness. Every time that I'm gluing lately, I kind of end up sort of slipping off the piece that I'm gluing. Okay. So cute. That is so cute. I really, really, really love how that looks. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Right, and then we're just going to ink this up. And this will just go down here. Isn't that so pretty? It's just got the most scrumptious kind of bright colours, hasn't it? Yeah, love those colours. Okay, right. So I'm just going to trim off that umbrella from the back. Oops. Like that. And then what I'll do is I will just rough up that little edge there now, because of course that then wasn't roughed up like the rest of the tag. There we go. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? Now, I haven't put a tab on the tag yet. I don't really know whether it even needs one, to be perfectly honest, but let's just have a look. Got some fabric here. No, that definitely is not the right thing at all. Got some lace. You could have some lace there. Okay. No, I don't think that's the right thing either. Oh, it's so tough to decide sometimes, isn't it? And I have got some red lace. No, that just looked rubbish, didn't it? That's quite pretty down there. Right. Stay focused with what we're actually doing. Oh, I don't know what to do as the tab. Oh, sometimes it's just such a tough choice. I mean, I don't mind it without the tab, to be perfectly honest. You know, I don't mind tags being tabless occasionally. You know, I think that's fine. So perhaps I should just leave this one tabless. This tag tabless. You know, rather than kind of make the wrong choice and then think, oh, I wish I hadn't put that there. Because I mean, yeah, nothing's really kind of working so far for me. Sorry, I'm still rummaging through my little bag that I keep beside me, seeing whether there's anything else. I have got some red, like curly, oh no, that's too bright, isn't it? It's very orangey red. No, I really can't find anything so far. I think the only other thing to try is see whether I've got any tabs, yeah, ready-made that would just complement it really well. So, and again, I mean, I don't know whether there would be or not. Well, I mean, that goes pretty well at the front. Obviously not so much at the back, but do we mind? Or, oh, that's quite cute to have the tab at the side. I quite like doing the tabs at the side lately. It's, yeah, it seems kind of a fun, oh, perhaps that's better, because then that's, you know, that's the right colours both sides. And it's slightly smaller actually, which, yeah, I think is slightly better. So, right, let's put these away, put them out of the way so they're not cluttering up the desk. And I'm just going to ink that tab. Yeah, I quite like the tabs at the side lately. I think they look really cute like that. They're just a kind of different take on the tab, aren't they, by having them at the side. So I think we'll have that there. Just deciding now where to have it. I quite like it sort of lower, I think, maybe about there. Yep, let's go for that. Right, no more mucking about. Let's just get on with this. So I'm just going to literally hot glue this down, and then I don't have to worry at all anymore about it. It's just stuck down. There we go. I have stuck that a bit higher actually than I intended, but again, no, it doesn't really matter. It's not the end of the world. Okay. Love how that looks. That's such a pretty tag, isn't it? Right, let's pull in the 3 bits, or the 4 bits actually, that we made today. So from our 12 by 12 masterboard, collage masterboard sheet, we have made 3 belly bands and that gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous tag. So yeah, absolutely lovely looking pieces. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed everything, and maybe it's inspired you to have a play with your masterboards, you know, or play with your 12 by 12 papers and make some masterboards. And thank you so much for watching. See you guys soon. Thanks then.